Gandhiji was an ordinary man like any of us. He transformed from Mohandas to Mahatma by hard work, making effort, and inculcating discipline. Bapuji used to say, "I am an ordinary man like any other person. There is nothing special about me."
Gandhiji adored the Bhagavad Gita as his own mother. He said, "Gita has removed the void created in my life with the loss of my mother." He used to read at least one chapter of the Gita per day. Whenever he had doubts, he would refer to the Gita. Some verse or another in the Gita cleared his doubts. Gita says there are 3 gateways to hell: desire, anger, and miserliness. Gandhiji transcended all of them.
Once, Rabindranath Tagore invited Gandhiji for dinner. When Gandhiji arrived, he saw that his plate contained many eatables he wouldn't eat. Gandhiji didn't peep into others' plates. Instead, he asked, "Where is my plate?" Such was his self-control and sense control.
How much ever Gandhiji was involved in politics, he never left the Gita and devotion towards Rama. Even when he was shot dead, he chanted only the name of Rama.
Gandhiji gave the positions of Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister to Nehru and Patel respectively, but did not accept any position. Gandhiji rejected ministerial portfolios not only for himself but also for his children. He asked them to perform whatever possible service they could do. He suggested one of his children return to South Africa and serve there. Even Buddha had only one son. He did not want his only son to rule the kingdom in his absence. That is sacrifice. Similar is the case with Gandhiji. Therefore, Gandhiji can be considered a modern Buddha.
Gandhiji knew about the good and bad of everyone who visited him, but he always saw only the good in them. If he saw anything bad in them, he would pray to God, asking for their release from that habit. If any of his critics approached Gandhiji, he would talk to them lovingly, patiently, and carefully without any disgust.
Nehru sent Gandhiji an invitation to participate in the first Independence Day celebrations. When the invitation arrived, Gandhiji was seated under a tree. Looking at it, Gandhiji said, "I don't see the necessity of coming to Delhi for honor's sake. I stay wherever I have work to carry on. If this Swarajya or independence doesn't convert into Surajya or people's happiness, it is equivalent to a blade of grass. If no one is happy, why do we require Swarajya? Swarajya is for the happiness of people. Swarajya is for administering ourselves. If people are unhappy even when administered by themselves, what is the use of such Swarajya? Swarajya is for attaining Surajya. Swarajya, devoid of Surajya, is only for namesake and is only on paper."
साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल, दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड्ग बिना ढाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। आंधी में भी जलती रही गांधी तेरी मशाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल, दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड्ग बिना ढाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। धरती पे लड़ी तूने अजब ढब की लड़ाई, दागे न कहीं तोप न बंदूक चलाई। दुश्मन के किले पर भी न की तूने चढ़ाई, भरे फकीर खूब करामात दिखाई, चुटकी में दुश्मनों को दिया देश से निकाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल, दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड्ग बिना ढाल। साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
Gandhiji always kept a toy of 3 monkeys with him, in which one monkey closed its eyes, one closed its ears, and another closed its mouth. This means not seeing bad things, not hearing bad things, and not talking bad things. He used to consider that toy itself his guru.
Gandhiji used to travel only in 3rd class. Once, it started raining heavily, and water entered Gandhiji's coach. The ticket collector asked Gandhiji to change his coach as he was getting drenched. But Gandhiji said, "You are thinking about me alone. But what about all the other people in this coach?" Gandhiji's identification with the common man was such.
When imprisoned in South Africa, Gandhiji stitched shoes and gifted them to the then Prime Minister of South Africa. The Prime Minister initially accepted them. However, he returned them after a month, writing a letter addressing Gandhiji, saying, "As your methodologies were against the government, you got imprisoned. I personally don't have any hatred for you. I may be the Prime Minister, and you may seem to be a common man. However, I am aware of your great personality. I don't deserve to wear the shoes stitched with your own hands."
Gandhiji wrote in his biography, "The lesson that I learned from life is that the more I surrender unto the Lord, the more is the peace and bliss I experience. It is irrespective of whether I possess happiness or sorrow."
Once, Gandhiji received a donation of 1 lakh rupees when a rice bag was merely 4 rupees. The donor asked Gandhiji, "Are you happy with the donation?" Gandhiji replied, "I am not happy with the donation. I will be happy only if you sacrifice the sense of giving."
Gandhiji wrote the following letter to his wife, Kasturba, in her last days. "I am receiving several letters mentioning your health status. The doctors state that you may not live for many days. My only advice is don't waste your precious time. Just because the doctors have such an opinion, don't consider that your death is very near. You will remain alive so long as God wishes. I cannot come to you immediately. Please don't trouble yourself with the thought of my absence. We get fear only because we consider that we don't exist after the body's death. But we do exist after the body's death. You can transcend the fear of death only if you can experience the deathless self before the body's death. At present, what you need is to overcome the fear of death. If you experience the self, whether I come or not shouldn't make any difference."
When Gandhiji was assassinated, Nehru said, "The light has gone away." However, Rajaji said, "Till now, Gandhiji was mortal, but now he has become immortal."
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
Concentrate on the work rather than on its result. If you concentrate on the result, you are left only with the burden.
Pay attention to your household duties. Carry out your duty towards society in the same manner as you carry out your household duties.
We must not hate other religions and should carry out the duties mentioned in our religion.
Not everyone may like our views and opinions. We must not cultivate anger and hatred for them.
When you are doing work close to your heart, do not fear it, even when criticized by others.
Be egoless. Reduce the arrogance called I. Worshipping God in temples alone doesn't constitute worship, but adoring Him, who exists in the hearts of all, constitutes true worship.
कहिए जे पीड़ पराई
Without practicing Dharma, performing any amount of sadhana will not be fruitful.
Authority will not beget morality.
I am not happy that we attained Swarajya or independence. I will be satisfied only when we attain Rama Rajya.
Will the river in your village get heated with the fire that you light up on its shores? No. Similarly, will God get heated with your stupid words filled with atheism?
It is irrelevant how you behave toward me. What is more important is whether I am right in my behavior toward you.
None could insult me till now because I never acknowledged the same. It is better that I consume poison rather than recognize the insult.
Some people think and speak great things. However, when it comes to work, they prove to be zeros. If your thinking is great, great things should happen through you.
My life is my message.
देती हमें आजाद बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल आंधी में भी जलती रही गांधी तेरी मशाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल दे दी हमें आजाद बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल रघुपति राघव राजा राम धरती पे लड़ी तूने अजब ढंग की लड़ाई दागी न कहे तो भला बंदूक चलाई दुश्मन के किले पर बिना की तूने चढ़ाई वाहरे फकीर खूब करामात दिखाई चुटकी में दुश्मनों को दिया देश से निकाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल दे दी हमें आजाद बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल रघुपति राघव राजा राम शतरंज बिछा कर यहाँ बैठा था जमाना लगता था कि मुश्किल है फिरंगी को हराना टक्कर थी बड़ी जोर की दुश्मन भी थकाना पर तू भी था बाबू बड़ा उस्ताद पुराना मारा कस के डाल की उल्टी सभी की चाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल देती हमें आजाद बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल रघुपति राघव राजा राम जब जब तेरा बिगुल बजा जवान चल पड़े मजदूर चल पड़े थे और किसान चल पड़े हिंदू मुसलमान सिख पठान चल पड़े कदमों पे तेरी कोटि कोटि प्राण चल पड़े फूलों की सेज छोड़ के दौड़े जवाहरलाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल दे दी हमें आजाद बिना खड़क बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल रघुपति राघव